it was a company that J&J didn't have success with, so they spun it off. It didn't work as a spin-off, even with all of the activist investors circling around it. Why should its fate be any different with Kimberly-Clark?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, this whole consumer health area is one where we've seen a huge amount of activity in recent years with a bunch of big pure play pharma companies like Johnson & Johnson getting out of the area, out of this area. We've seen it also with companies like GSK, Pfizer, and others, all kind of moving to separate or sell or spin off their consumer health brands. So that's created a whole bunch of new players like Kenvue and some others, Haleon over here, which are sort of floating around, and people are looking for new partners to attract scale. And so that's where Kimberly-Clark comes in here, and they immediately then get to rival the biggest player in that sector in the consumer space, which is P&G. So you get to form a big new player that immediately vaults ahead of some of its close rivals. So you got more scale, which is key for these companies in an area that has a lot thinner margins than the traditional pharma business that they were attached to with Johnson & Johnson.
It also begs the question, what's Kimberly-Clark's relationship with President Trump like? Because he has led a huge attack against Kenvue's biggest product, right? Tylenol. Acetaminophen is, of course, the drug that's the main ingredient there. Do you think this company is going to have any plan to deal with the president better than Kenvue did as a standalone?
Well, that is a really good question, and as you say, this is something that's weighed on the share price for Kenvue. Their sales have been falling, not entirely due to this, but it's definitely been under pressure from this attack from the Trump administration, linking acetaminophen, Tylenol's active ingredient, to these claims of autism, which haven't been proven, of course. And so it is a really good question. How do they deal with that going forward? There's a real risk here in these kinds of deals when you take on that kind of a liability. So definitely an element of risk, yeah.